So, Candy, you're still in the corporate America world. So, what made you decide to build something on the side that instead of just trying to climb up that ladder?
I kind of feel like I fell into this by accident because I've been in the corporate world, in corporate healthcare, over 40 years, love my career so much. But companies being sold, management changing, I wasn't making enough money. And after 40 years, that's kind of tough. But the only thing I knew what to do was Uber Eats, Instacart, DoorDash. And I thought it was kind of fun at first. I think it's great that people have that opportunity. But once again, you're missing so much time with your family. And I had a bad day with Uber Eats one day. I was doing it like 5:30 in the morning, and I was physically afraid to walk behind the buildings and go do a delivery. And I was kind of like, what am I doing? And that day, I happened to see one of your videos talking about the ability to learn how to make money from your phone at home 2 hours a day here and there. And I thought, wow, I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could do something like that. And I did a little bit of research. I'm no expert, but I looked up Forbes magazine. I looked up digital marketing, affiliate marketing, and saw everything amazing. So I tried it. I was scared. I was nervous because I'm actually pretty shy. It doesn't appear like that now because of what I've learned about being online. But I just got really excited about it and learning from you. And I bought my product on a Friday night, and by Monday, I had a business up and running. So it's like I found myself again and realized for the first time that I don't have to keep sitting in this environment. As much as I love my corporate job and my boss, what if something changes? I'm in a lot of trouble. So I thought, let me jump in, let me see what this is about. And oh my goodness, years later, here I am, like this is life changing, and it's so doable with a corporate job. It's so doable. I do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes throughout the day, and an hour in the evening. I think about it all the time because I'm so excited about it, but it's so doable. So to find something after years and decades of kind of putting your hope into somebody else, you're just not trapped anymore. That's like the best part of this. I'm not trapped in that environment.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
So, when you first looked at the Legacy Builders program, I mean, what made you feel like this was just different?
The training. The training. I think I saw a lot of people talking about, you buy something online and you're on your own, you're stuck. Well, anybody can find anything online and be stuck. That's not going to help get you where you are. When I saw that you offered daily coaching, daily training, several Zoom calls a week, and I liked the camaraderie of it, working together, growing together. I loved that because, you are who you hang around. And I wanted to hang around people smarter than me. I loved your story. Also, it was super relatable because I am a single mom. I've got one child. How you do it with so many, I just thought, this feels good. There's something about it feels really good, and I want to try it. And I jumped in, and with every day was just so exciting. Every day wasn't money, but I was learning. And I all of a sudden started to build that confidence back. Like I didn't even know what I was getting into. And it just became something I fell more in love with. So I'm still doing my corporate job, but now I'm doing something on the side that gave me the power, me the leverage, like to build something on my own. In that corporate environment, you can be a top performer and it doesn't mean much. You're still going to be reviewed one time a year and it is what it is. This gave me something for me to focus on. And I'll tell you, a lot of people my age and in their even younger 40s, 50s, once your kids are going off to school, and you're an empty nester or bird launcher, we like to call it. Now what? Now
Right.
what? I am a young 59. I've got a lot of pep in my step. I don't want to just sit back and do nothing and be like, okay, I can learn how to live on, Social Security if I get it and a few $1,000s a month. Absolutely not. So many of us are too dynamic for that. So what you were offering, and I think my favorite part about it was that it was all true. There were no monthly fees. There were no, oh, now you need the super duper blueprint. Like none of that. Yes, there's options down the road as things got better and better programs and more education. but it's not a money grab. And I loved that. I loved that. The whole trust factor. I just realized that what I put into it, I'll get out of it.
Yeah, that's so good. So here's a question, for people listening right now that have a full-time job. How have you been able to build this while still working a full-time job?
Um, it's easy. It's easy. I wake up a little earlier. I maybe spend another 30 minutes in the morning working on my business. Throughout the day, during my lunch, I'll watch a training module. In the afternoon, when the day is winding down, I'll maybe listen to one of your webinars while I'm working. And then when I get home, I'm so excited to get home and work on my business. Like, it's so nerdy, but I love it because it's such a great avenue to go down. It's so flexible because you get to pick the times. You've taught us a process to follow. You've taught us about making a routine. So if we follow your guidance, do it however works for us. If you're a nurse that works 12-hour shifts, do it on your off time. If you're a night owl, do it during the night. If you're a morning person, it's flexible. Any one of us can do this. And when I found this, I was working 18-hour days. I did like Amy did. I would sit in my car at lunch and I would watch a module, and I would listen and I would learn, because I started to understand that by learning these skills that I could stop those part-time jobs. I didn't have to go do other things. So it gave me more time back. I didn't realize that at first, but when you're learning from people that have been there and done that, it's about you implementing what you're learning. So it's so doable with any job, even if you're a stay-at-home parent, when your kids nap. And being in your community, you see other people, like-minded, action takers, moms, dads, grandparents, students, all ages. You pick what you want to focus on. It's super flexible to learn, and it's all online. So you could do it from anywhere. So you could choose. Do you want to watch your, Bravo TV shows? Do you want to scroll on e-news? Or do you want to maybe take 10 minutes to learn something new? Take 3 minutes to watch a daily video that's going to pump you up for the day. And that's infectious. That is infectious, whomever you're around.
That is so good.
Yeah.
So I have a question. At what point did you realize, this is becoming something pretty significant?
Probably about, I don't know, maybe 6 months in. I just thought, because I started this in hopes of making an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. I thought that would be incredible. I could pay off my medical debt. I'm not even a credit card person, and I had $30,000 in debt. So my goal of 500 to 1,000 a month, after a few months, I started hitting that. And then I started hitting 2,000 and then 3,000. And then I think my best month was $13,000. And I was like, what? Because you took an existing training and you made it even better. You added the Legacy Builders programs. You added the AI training. You added this. So this program is so innovative and keeps going that it was infectious to me. Once I started making 3,000, 4,000, and then learning affiliate links and having money come from here and money come in from there, and my main focus being this, I just knew this was what I wanted to be in. It was pretty logical. If you look at today's day and age, everywhere you go, somebody's on their phone. We do everything from our cell phones. Why not learn how to encourage and teach other people how to have this same exact, building confidence in your own thing, ownership of your own business, instead of, busting your butt for a company like all of us have for so many years and praying they're going to do the right thing, hoping that everything stays good. Once I realized that I could take this into my own hand, and what I put in, I would get out. I just wanted to gobble every bit of it up and continue to learn more, because let's face it, even $500 to $1,000 a month extra is great money. But then when you start making more and more, and you realize it's because you picked something amazing and you continue to learn, it's just super empowering. And I just believed so much in the program and what you were teaching and what we were learning on a daily basis.
I love what you just said, and I really want to bring it up again because you said something that was so huge. You know, when something works, it's always improved, it's enhanced, right? Because of the feedback. So, for example, you know, here's two iPhones, right? They still work, but this is an older one, this is a new one. They continue to improve iPhones. If an iPhone didn't work, they wouldn't improve them. Same thing with the car. Like every year, there's if a car is really good and it sells,
Upgrades. Yep.
upgrades. There's new models with new enhancements, and that's exactly what we did with our program. And that's why I didn't create a course because a course just stays there. It's never updated. It
It
becomes
would be so outdated.
yeah, so I love that you brought that up because that's something that is so important to me is what's working now, what
Mhm.
needs to be added. And you're right, we added the most innovative but beginner friendly AI tools to help people because AI is not going to take people out of business not knowing and understanding how to use AI the right way.
Absolutely.
I love
Absolutely. And this is innovative. We're learning. If I would have bought a course 2 years ago, that would be so outdated. And guess what? I'd have to buy a whole other course again. And then what do you buy? Where do you go? And the fact that we're able to ask you and you ask us, what can I help you focus on this month? What do you need help with? And then boom, there's a training on it. And we're able to ask questions and you give us that opportunity to raise our hand and say, well, maybe I'm struggling here. I don't understand that. And then all of a sudden it's added to our 90-day run. It's the innovation and the keeping up with what's trending and what we're being taught. Like look at when TikTok went dark or whatever.
yeah.
People panic, but you hop right in the community. We learned how to manage it. We learned how to handle it. We learned the importance of that email list, the fresh training every day. And I've been doing this for 2.5, 3 years now is perfect because you just get that reminder every day. It's like I have a cup of coffee with you every morning, whether you know it or not. I wish you woke up a little bit earlier because I start my day earlier, but I do sneak on at work and listen to the daily lesson, the daily messaging, and learning from others in the community too. Like, I love that it is innovative in what's happening today in today's world. And I have that confidence that I don't have to go out and reinvent the wheel and take what you took and now try to figure out what's next. And I don't have to. You do that for us. And the fact that we have zero monthly fees or expenses, insane. I've never had my own business, but I've never heard somebody speak about something like this. And I know that what's coming and what's coming and what's coming is amazing. I also love that, like, look at TikTok Shop. It's incredible that people have the opportunity to, promote other people's products. But do I want to be promoting this, and trying to make 10 videos a day for something new and reading a script? No, I love the one program, the one focus, one program, one system, and 2 hours a day. It's simple. It is simple. And when people talk about, well, why would you sell a program to sell a program? Why would I not? This has changed mine and my daughter's life. It's taught me life skills. It's taught me owning my own business, that nobody can ever take that away from me. Why wouldn't I share that with the world? But then also I go back into the training. I have my own digital products now in my pharma job. I know how to attract daily paying customers. If I wanted to start a motivational channel tomorrow where I never show my face, I know exactly how to do it. I think that's the problem, is I want to do a million things from what you've taught us. But now that I've gotten my time back, I'm like selfish with my time because I have that time back with my daughter, which is everything to me. Everything.
So good. So what would you say to someone who is in corporate like you are, who feels stuck, but really isn't sure if building something on the side is realistic? What would you say to them?
I would say, look at the job you do today. Did you know how to do that job when you started? No. You get a little bit better every day. You learn something new, whether that's dealing with customers, dealing with SOPs, getting better at one thing or another. why not give yourself that opportunity? You're in a corporate role that you have zero control over. And I am not like yuck on corporate. I love my corporate job. I work for the most amazing team now. I'm such a part of building a corporate structure, but I've also now taken, all of that time I used to give them. I've taken some of that time back for me learning other skills and building side income. Because what if something happens to that job? What if they change directions? What if, we were acquired by a company 2 years ago out of the country? Let's face it, anything could happen. It doesn't have to be based on my performance. And, here's the thing. I love my Starbucks coffee. And I literally just got a 2% increase that will pay for my Starbucks coffee. That's not going to pay for my air conditioner to be fixed. That's not going to pay for me to be able to retire at 61 years old and travel. That's not going to pay for me replacing my car. That's not going to pay for me to put money in the bank. It's not a guarantee. And that scared me, especially in my late 50s. That scared me. I can give 1,000,000% to that corporate job, but guess what? If they make a change and my job is included, what am I going to do? Go look for another corporate job? Corporate's great. You get insurance, you get to travel sometimes, you get a beautiful office, you have a place to go to use your brain and contribute, but it can easily be taken away from you and not over something that you did, right? In today's day and age, millions of people on an annual basis are losing those corporate jobs.
Wow, that's
too scary.
It is scary, yeah. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with having a plan B for it doesn't matter for anyone. Because like you said, I mean, what if I just covered the expenses of the dishwasher going out or your air conditioner going out, or like you be able to retire early or travel, do the things that you want to do. So what is if somebody's looking at starting their own online business, what's one piece of advice you would give them right now?
Learn how to automate it. Learn how to automate it. This program teaches you how to automate any business. You don't have to know what a funnel is. You don't have to know how to build that system. It's done for you. So you get to focus on what you like, what you love. What's the fun part of the business? Trust yourself. You've gotten to this point in your life because of who you are, your beliefs, your word. Take that and be a little bit selfish. Borrow Michelle's hope. She's the hope dealer. That would make us hope dealers in training, hopeettes. You believe in yourself enough, and if you've lost that belief, it's time to get it back. Do something for you and yourself. It's super doable. You know who you are. A lot of people are super dynamic, but you're being held back by a company, by something. It's time for you to shine and take everything you know and make something for you, your family, your spouse, for you.